nope.
You
Stream
know,
has started. Someone go nope. I don't.
Alrighty.
That's gross.
time to be good boys and girls.
I'm gonna cry myself to sleep now.
I don't even blame you for that one.
Yeah, now you have to do a recap.
However, yeah, I get to do recap. I asked to do recap because I was like, Ryan, can I do the recap? And he was like, only if no one fights you for it. And I was like, cool.
Yeah, it's not gonna find Tiff for recap.
It's a Tiff recap day. Let's go.
She seems really excited for it, so sure, I will not fight her for it.
I want to be spared.
Night Owl and Psycho's body temps were getting too low, so Graves took them out of the water. And then Night Owl got their clothes out of the vent and got dressed. And then Graves told Night Owl to get taller, she had to do more morphine, because you get
That is not what he said.
He also
That
thinks
is not-
Anomaly has an addiction to morphine.
No, I do not.
Anari had
She is
breakfast
not wrong,
with
though.
Fumiko, mildly painful.
Only mildly.
No, it
Still
actually
feel
says
shocked
very
by that.
painful.
It was very painful.
Noms looked for morphine. Fumiko came to check on Psycho. Fumiko mentioned cyber police. Night Owl had the panic attack. Night Owl barricaded herself away. They convinced Night Owl to hack Psycho's data bank. Night Owl didn't glean much information. They didn't ask for what information she did glean, so she didn't say anything. She called Noms because she thought she was in danger. Noms came ready to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and he was all out of the bubblegum, so he had to chew the ass.
And there was no ass.
And there was no ass. That's insane.
Anomaly did the worst thing he could ever do and told her she's always in danger, so, brain.exe stopped working.
Gave the girl
But she
existential
stopped
crisis.
panicking.
While everyone was talking, she hacked Anari's phone to call Dope. And then she proceeded to question Dope. Dope passed the questioning. And then Anari was extra confused because his phone randomly went off. Dope called Night Owl a child. Noms left with Graves so he could go get geared up. Anari got geared up. Noms called Anari to make sure that Anari ensured that Night Owl was in the chair. Night Owl was on Sayaka's lap poking her face, asking her to wake up. Night Owl also made sure to put their data bank back in. Anari had the very nice moment with Night Owl. Whether Night Owl is a Night Owl or not is a whole different thing. Although, insert the Joey heartbreak / Anari heartbreak at the Night Owl poking Sayako's face. And then Night Owl got in the chair thanks to Anari. Otherwise, she would not have gotten in the chair. She then proceeded to group call everyone from Anari's phone, and Dope picked up, so she jumped to Dope's phone and is at the place with everyone else as Anari is running there. Recap over. I don't know why I had to do it with that weird accent, but that's what I rolled with.
I don't know. Whatever news station was on that was playing at the same time was going crazy. Anyways, we kick back into the sizzling of a grill and some people finishing up their tacos, whatever they ordered, in a pretty hole-in-the-wall taco shop just in the middle of Valentino territory. There's not much there other than grease stains on the walls and half-broken chairs, but it's cozy, and there's a slight radio in the background playing old hits off the radio. Those of you that can speak Spanish can understand it, but...
Holy shit, I actually understand it once I get there.
Oh, it's two of us then.
I shoot up on morphine and go inside.
Motherfucker.
I don't have a morphine addiction. I shoot up on morphine.
Yeah, I don't have an addiction.
You know, just roll me a d10. Just for, I guess, what's the drug use one? Sorry, hold on.
Well, I rolled a 9 plus whatever.
Okay, so you're probably gonna pass it.
I mean, there's paramedic. or
I
first
guess
aid.
I'm gonna say first aid for that one. But
Alright, they're the same. It's a +8 on either.
yeah, you're fine. You put it in the right spot. You administrate it correctly. You've done this a million times before. You get your fix, and you're feeling like a new man. You got no limp. You can feel like you could run a mile right now. It's great.
This is alive. And then I immediately go in and it's taco time.
You got the munchies.
I needed that. Damn, I'm down to 1 use now. Why'd Graves have to cut me off?
I don't know.
Go ahead and make sure you check your messages. I sent you something.
I sent you my response. There you go. Hiccups.
The hiccups.
Well, since you're the only other one in the watch together, I give you a choice of 2 options here. Do you want that, or do you want this?
This one's awesome!
Alright.
I got my
Like-
DMCA free music.
Where is it? That's what I forgot.
It's beautiful.
Ah.
I walked in. I think I beat Inari because he was all the way in Westbrook still.
Yeah, he's running. I mean, fuck, he should have taken
Yeah,
something. Should have
hold
killed
on.
a cab.
I realized I loaded up the wrong watch together. Also, I had the Roll20 open and I accidentally closed all of my footsteps. I'm gonna log in. Dang it.
Is there anything I can do to just completely waste all of our time?
Not show
No.
up.
I'm getting a talk. No, I'm already walking in. I shoot up out in the truck and then immediately walk in.
You know, all it would take is Graves checking your arms for him to realize you have an addiction.
What do you mean? No, those are for medical. That's medical history, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have an addiction. Yet.
Yet.
Was Grapes there already?
Yeah.
I think it was him and Dope that were there.
Yep. Because they were the closest ones at his clinic.
Hey, Graves.
Hey, Anomaly. There you are.
I think Inari will be here soon. Maybe I should have offered him a ride.
Why didn't you?
When he gets there, he's covered in sweat.
It's okay, I wouldn't have offered you a ride. You would have seen me shoot up.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah, actually, I don't think that he's ever technically lied yet. That's probably not true, but fuck it.
I don't know. So, ready for this shit?
Might as can be. What about you? You got everything ready?
About as ready as I can be.
There you go.
At least what I could manage in the time we had. Built some good shit.
And what about you, Inari? You ready?
Oh, hey, you just came in.
Never
out of breath.
again.
Why don't you just take a taxi?
You
Oh,
know,
the Metro.
I thought that about halfway through the run. But
Oh,
you know what? He just like pats his legs. I did that in real life, by the way, on accident. I was doing as what I thought my character
Listen,
was
I
doing.
do that all the time, Joey.
He
If
did
anything,
that.
you're making
Yeah.
me feel better. You're making me.
Yeah,
feel
I do
better.
that. I do that all the time too, especially when I'm character's thinking. I'll literally like just do a thinking pose.
I do it
I
a
think my
lot.
character would do.
Luckily, I keep my camera on, so sometimes people actually see it.
It was like the Italian came out in me. Just rather than doing the hand signals, I just patted my legs. But
Another
he
thing
just
too
pats
is
his
what I'm
legs.
thinking also is I also pace, so I'll be doing the
Yeah.
pacing and the thinking
Yeah.
at the same time.
Okay,
Bang.
we all ready?
Yep.
Horsehair.
I was wondering what that was.
Horsehair.
Okay.
Because you just like, what is she doing? I have to stare now.
Anyways,
Never seen a girl mess with horsehair? Weirdo.
So Dope is also there, correct?
She's supposed to be because I jumped to her phone and she was there when I called her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
However, she can
I-
probably have an emergency call if it's really bad.
Yeah, worst case scenario, emergency
what do
call.
you mean? She's on Overwatch.
Yeah, I'm debating just
Yeah.
having her on Overwatch, and she's gonna occasionally help you every single round of combat.
She's
Oh,
got
like
a
a-
sniper,
And then
so...
if Kelsey
Similar.
joins,
Get
then
lair
she can join.
actions?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got layer action.
Yeah,
Barrel
she has
layer.
lair actions. Yeah, she's so cool. She has lair actions.
Alright.
Well,
Whoa, this is not the right character.
a little too deep. Gotta go a little higher.
That was closer to Bale.
Yeah.
Nope.
That was a new one.
It,
Yeah.
That one. I haven't heard that one.
Don't worry, Glenn. I'll talk to you about that tomorrow.
will you?
Oh.
Yes, I will.
Kinky.
Yes.
Quit
very
leading
much
Grimfoot.
kink all kink.
Wrong Monday.
Okay. Well, seems like we're all here, so let's get a roll on.
Our plan's just to go through the front door, and we gotta wait. My tacos are almost done.
Brian, can you pull up the map real quick? Just so I can get one good look over it one more time. Because I remember there being
So
certain
I've
instances-
changed the map. So no, you cannot. You had to remember or take a picture because
Okay,
this map has
that's
I have,
changed
a,
now.
I have a rough idea of
fine.
some of the stuff.
If you want to
Yeah,
have any
so-
information going into it, you have to scout further ahead.
So, if you all want to take a moment, wait for his tacos, me and Dope can go get her into position and I can scout a little bit more before heading in.
Or we wait for the tacos. We all hop in the truck, find a good safe place to hide it, and we all look at it.
That sounds fine too. I just wanted to give you a chance to get your tacos.
What, you think they're gonna take like 20 minutes?
Hey, my friend, your tacos are ready.
There we go.
love him already. We will never see him again.
Unless we do more jobs.
What do you mean? We're
territory.
buying this place.
my
Do you
God.
know what makes him a permanent character?
Wait, his name?
We give him a gun, we hire him. Let's go.
Make him
He's
part
gonna
of the
deliver-
band!
He's the
Not
distraction.
making-
We're gonna have him deliver 100 tacos to the scab's face.
I'll be back in a second.
And in the tacos is gonna be a bomb.
God, yeah, we just put a bunch of different grenades in the tacos with all timers. Oh, that'd be perfect. Now, why did we think of that?
Because we
Don't
didn't
know
meet the
why, but
taco man.
when you said grenades in the tacos with all timers, I thought you said Alzheimer's.
I mean,
They
maybe
forget
have
to go off?
Alzheimer's.
Exactly.
Oh my God, they just forget the Alzheimer's grenade. That's
That is
the
fucked
worst.
up. Anyways, I'm
Oh.
good. Like, douse my tacos in hot sauce.
Feel the way you feel.
I'm actively looking how much hot sauce he's putting on it, and then looking at the bottle once he sets it down.
Oh, it's a lot.
I'm pretty sure he's drowning it.
Yeah, that's why I'm. That's what
I'm having
I
taco
thought.
soup over here.
Just get. What are they called? Enchiladas.
No, taco soup.
Enchiladas are better than tacos.
Night Owl's watching from someone's cyber eye. Just Anomaly's a freak of nature.
Beautiful.
Oh, yes.
What?
That's right.
What
Those came today.
do they have names? Not like the actual dice themselves, but like what's the name
Pie.
of the pattern?
They're
Hi.
Fies dice for one. And
Yay!
I don't know. I'd have
Oh.
to. I think Glenn ordered them for me, so you'd have to ask him.
Glenn, what are the names of the dice called? I'm not gonna buy them. I'm just curious because they look red and cool.
Steve.
Steve. Their names are Steve. The whole set.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good. That's a pretty good name.
I don't know.
Okay, never mind then. Let's not worry about it. Anari's looking at like the Scoville unit on this hot sauce
It's the hottest
because
one
he's
on the
curious.
There's 3 peppers that are on fire. Can you
Oh, no.
read Spanish?
I can read Spanish.
Okay.
I can read and read, write, and speak it.
The 3 peppers are also extra hot. So it's extra hot sauce. Sorry, extra hot sauce.
I hope
Right.
your stomach's gonna be okay later.
It's fine. Why?
I said later. This is like some of the hottest stuff.
It is. I mean, it does have a kick.
Well, reading it, it says extra hot. So maybe there's 2 more extras that you could get, but
Well, they said that about that gun I saw someone buy that blew up in his hand. It was extra deadly.
Deadly
To
to
him.
well, hopefully you don't lose your insides from them. Doubtful if it's put on.
I mean,
display
wouldn't
like
that be a good thing?
Losing your insides? No.
That's what was a good thing.
That's some weird type of detox I've never heard about. Either way, no judge. Just hope you are fine. Worst case, Doc can look at you.
I don't need Doc to look at me.
But he's looking at you right now.
You know what I mean.
Alright, this guy's
sometimes I do
smiling.
wonder. Well, I do wonder if your taste buds are fried.
With how much hot sauce he just put on, they're going to be fried.
The taste buds are fine. Tastes like taco.
You don't taste any of the spice. Your mouth doesn't feel like it's on fire.
Warm. Sweating a little.
Anari is going to put a little bit on his pinky finger and then taste it.
Okay. Just for fun factor.
Is this drug and torture?
Yeah, both of you roll me a resist torture / drugs.
I'm good at this as I roll a fucking 1. I bet. That always goes, right?
Okay. 10 plus 4 plus 8, 22.
17.
Yeah, so you both can handle it. Anomaly's handling it a little bit better, but you both are handling it well. He's just eating a lot of this hot sauce compared to the little pinky bit you had.
Huh. Yeah, I don't
Good, isn't
know... A little. That's a little kick, but you drenched yours. I had a pinky of mine.
That's
Tastes good,
if
though.
I put that much on this taco, it's not gonna do shit.
You know,
Anyways,
usually
where are we driving to?
Pretty sure it's just like a block over, practically. Well, a few blocks, but...
So how many are there of us? Are there?
5 of us, counting Night Owl.
I thought she
and
was in the tower.
She is, in person, 4 of us. And there was like... Why are my notes not pulled up? And there's... a bam.
What?
There's a... Didn't put the number down.
Where?
About... From what I remember, 15 plus. Take it as accurate as I could, I think.
Alright. Someone's gonna have to squeeze in the back.
I'll do it.
Alright.
Like, you mean on the back of the truck, right? Not in the backpack?
No, in the back seat.
Okay.
There's enough room for people. It's just gonna be... You might be a little tight back there. I didn't finish the walls and stuff for the bed.
The walls?
I was gonna make a cover for the back. This is
Oh.
not done yet. I haven't... You know, we kind of went out to the Badlands, so I left it half welded.
Nah.
Is the truck just parked outside?
Currently it is, yeah.
And I was just gonna look out at the truck from a window, if there is one.
Sorry, ask that again?
So, Inari's gonna look through. Does this place have, like, bay windows looking outside, or is that not safe in Night City? I don't think it's safe in Night City.
There's a lot of places that have it in Night City.
Okay, well, if there's a window looking out to the truck, he's gonna look at the bed of it, just to see what anomaly is done with it so far.
In the truck, you want to look inside the truck to the bed of the truck?
Right now we are still in the taco joint,
Okay.
He wants to
Got
look
it.
out at the truck.
and I'm looking
Okay,
out at
sorry.
the truck. No, you're good. No, I just didn't specify it good enough.
I thought you were already outside of the taco shop. I know.
No, we're still inside.
You're trying to find out what I've done to the truck.
Yes, because you said that you added something to it. You said you
So the-
added.
I'll
what it
give
was.
you a check because there would be changes to it, right?
There's
Are there
one.
changes in it?
The cover for the bed isn't done yet. but it has. I have to find it in my roll abilities. Nope, wrong one.
I'll just give you a perception or a... What's the tech?
There it is.
Land vehicle.
There's land vehicle.
Yeah, roll me
Tech.
a land vehicle or perception check. Anari.
Oh, damn, that's low. 16.
So you can tell that it's changed.
Just so you know, Ryan, it has a heavy chassis upgraded to it.
Yeah. You can tell it's changed. It looks a little bit bulkier just around the frame of the truck. Other than that, you really can't tell that much difference.
Did you add more metal to it?
I mean, technically, yes.
You want to talk about it as we drive or walk out?
I mean, it could tow 10 tons.
So you made it stronger, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend having it tow 10 tons. I don't know how good the engine is.
Oh, you said
It might not take hills well.
So
it'll at least it can carry some weight. It's a little sturdier. Could probably take a couple more hits from Barney.
I don't think we're actively trying to fight Barney right now. It's a just in case type thing.
But yeah, basically it's sturdier. It's sturdier. That's the best way to put it.
The only reason I even bring it up is I wanted to say good job.
Thanks. I worked hard on it.
However, we should probably get a move on.
All right, truck time.
Night Owl starts flickering the headlights.
I assume you pay
Yeah.
five eddies
Five
for
eddies.
tacos.
All right.
And shuffle your way out to the car. Truck.
Yep. Alright, so who's getting in the back with Inari? It's gonna be Dope or is it gonna be Graves?
It's gonna be Graves.
Yeah.
Alright. Dope gets the front seat.
Crumble grumble, happy Australian.
Crumble crumble, happy Australian. That's a good one.
Last time I drove with this many people in the car, there was a robot corpse in it too.
Yeah.
Probably won't be the last, but we move.
The last robot corpse? What do you mean? We're gonna befriend the robots from now on.
We have a
Of
dog.
course.
Well, yeah, but that would mean that eventually one of the robots would end up dead in the truck again.
It's gonna be bleeding its oil all over the seats. As its circuits were their last were.
Their last were.
Well, it's not breathing its last breath, so clearly it's that.
So you are driving through Valentina territory, and since Night Owl is safely on one of your devices, and you are traveling through territory emitting their signal, you can pass through safely and on to your destination. The Scav hideouts on the edge of Haywood?
Alright, you know where this place is more than I do. I need a place to park this thing so that
There should be an empty lot nearby.
we can't be too far. Otherwise, we're gonna have to run.
It's not too far. It's like probably 30-second jog.
30 seconds.
Fine, there's a closer one.
Are you afraid of a little bit of exercise, Anomaly?
Yeah, he is, considering the fact I ran away here from Japantown.
Look, I'm not the one I'm worried about. This guy gets his leg shot off in like 20. As he just points to Inari. Granted, that was in the sewers. A lot less hiding spots.
Well, worst case scenario, I guess you could leave me if I get shot.
I ain't leaving you.
Well, I appreciate it.
Look, the only way I'm leaving you is if you're cold as dirt.
Well, I at least appreciate that.
Means I won't leave you while you're alive.
My job to make sure you don't end up cold as dirt.
Although I guess Doc's got the cryo pump thing, and you're probably colder than dirt then. Okay, you get the statement.
I did.
I won't leave you if you're in Doc Graves' bag.
If you pull around here, this should be a good spot.
I'm just gonna let Inari guide me. He's been down here.
Roll me streetwise.
Oh boy, at least I fucking put some points into it.
Yeah,
Anyone?
you can find a lot. I will say from the building that Dope is posted on, 50 feet away.
There we go. It should be a good spot.
Now that you are at the
Best we got.
building- Sure, this is.
What did you say, Glenn?
This is the best we got.
Are you saying that's a question or?
No,
Pretty sure it's a statement.
it's a statement. Best we got.
No, I just wanted to make sure.
Well, you're good.
Right now, Inari is just loading his shotgun.
Act! Get down.
I thought that was at me for a second.
No, cat.
Game is music.
You didn't preload that thing?
I don't like carrying active firearms. For the most part, at least shotguns. I had a bad time with one experience.
Sounds like you had a shit gun.
That's an understatement.
Anomaly looks to his loaded heavy SMG and heavy pistol.
Also, probably should, if you don't care for having a loaded firearm, maybe use the safety instead.
Safety what now?
You're putting a
You know what
safety
a
on my
safety
rifle when you
is.
make it an anomaly.
Oh, come on. Give me some credit. That was a joke.
I just imagine Anomaly has like peanut M&Ms and is snacking on them right now.
Leave me alone. I got jelly beans. You know what? I am going to take a note from Inari's book, though.
Oh.
I'm going to unload my heavy pistol. And I'm going to load it with some incend rounds. Because I have those.
What rounds do I have loaded in my shotgun? Okay.
Oh, shit. Oops. I just cleared my heavy pistol.
Uh-oh.
It's fine. It's a default heavy pistol, so it's very easy to set up.
I'm gonna go ahead and load a tear gas shell into the underbarrel shotgun.
My ammunition for 1 second. He's specifically loading it a certain way. And it's, I'm gonna write it down just so... Ryan, would you allow me to, like, do a slug and then a shell?
So yes, but you gotta put it down, and I can't remember that.
No.
I trust
will
you.
remember that.
I trust you, but you gotta remember it.
You can also
you were
send it in chat if you
Oh
want.
yeah, just
that
put
way
it in
you know.
chat right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
That way you can look through.
Man's
Okay,
over here
so-
playing buckshot roulette with his slugs and shells.
Just have 2 shotguns, one for buckshot and one for.
Dual wield them.
Oh.
Saw him down so you can dual wield them.
Perfect. He's got the body for it.
Yeah.
Actually, we're gonna do this the opposite way from what I'm doing.
If you don't want to shoot a shell or a shell or a slug,
Just
you
rack
just
it again.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, bullet cover!
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Actually, I have to look. What are the effects of
Shells,
instant
like-
ammo?
Oh.
Please do tell, because I got 4.
Okay, you just straight up light them on fire, and if they don't put it out, they take 2 damage at the end of every turn.
That's fucking terrifying. Do you remember we did get
Penny, I need
flashbangs?
you to get down.
You mean the blindy sticks?
Yes, the blindy sticks. We got blindy sticks.
They don't just blind, they also cause an ear injury.
I remember giving
I've got 2.
two.
I mean
and
1,
then
I've only got 1.
Oh wait, no, it's 1. I got 1. You got 1.
No, I got 2, but I'm saying I only
What?
have 1 because I broke 1
Fucker.
down.
Yeah. I have 3.
Graves got most of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's also because Graves
Was-
had 1 beforehand to begin with.
3. Oh, it's 2. 3 technically. 2. And I gave 1 to Dope from what I remember. Just in case she needed 1. Yeah, that's how that went.
I put my heavy pistol back in its little
Pretty sure
secret
she gave
holster.
you the good Australian cunt.
I also am pretty sure she did that as well. She really likes that word. Unsurprisingly.
That's an Australian thing.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
That's tis why I said unsurprisingly.
So, we're going in this place.
Mm-hmm.
You
Okay,
said
James did the same thing.
you said about 15 people was what you were saying.
About 15 from what I remember. Pretty sure it's a little higher than that, but I didn't.
I'm gonna assume
exactly-
at least 25.
That's a good idea. So, Here's flashbang ammunition. What about an actual flashbang?
Flashbang ammunition is flashbang. It's just labeled as
Oh.
ammunition because you can put it in a grenade launcher.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
No, I was making sure. Oh, it says grenade only. I see it now.
No,
Mhm.
well, that's what else.
I have grenade, EMP, and grenade flashbang.
I just wanted to make sure.
Put the jelly beans away before I get made fun of more.
Hey,
You
it's
put
Easter.
your teeth in so you don't have a lisp.
Holy shit! What?
Oh, would you look at that? Look what I found.
Oh my god! It's
Right
a
there.
rare middle finger.
He
Fuck
hates,
It's
you.
shiny.
he hates that I can tell.
Fucking look at it.
So we could either go into the front, which is probably the not smart idea, or we can head through one of the side entrances.
I don't know. Front door sounds nice to me. No one ever expects.
bet-
Everyone always expects to get hit in the back door.
The front door sounds really
That's
nice. if you're
adorable.
wanting to get met with
Yeah.
a wall of guns.
Either way is gonna suck.
What I suggest is if we're going to get inside, let's try to get in as quietly as possible.
All right, I'll lead the way then.
Well, we said we'd scout, remember?
Guess we should. Well, hurry up.
Nari just kind of rolls his eyes after being told to hurry up, and he starts to look at this place. Is there any windows on the first floor, just for a reminder?
Okay,
Or are there only doors?
let me look, and I will try my hardest to mark these windows.
Thank
Or maybe I can actually reveal them enough for you to see.
I cast grenade.
It's ineffective. It gets lobbed back at you.
Hot potato time.
Don't roll the nat one. That means it explodes. The DC goes up by 1 every single second.
Can you see those windows?
Yes.
Okay, there you go. The only thing is you cannot see through these windows or these windows because there are vending machines in the way. They completely block the windows.
So,
I
but
just
these two
realized
windows can
something.
be seen through?
Yes, yes.
Are there blinds, or are they just...
Only one of these can be seen through, and one of these can be seen through.
And then there's two guards up here looking down at the alley.
Then up or down?
I'm pretty sure it's up.
Looks like a balcony.
I'm pretty sure it was described as a balcony last time. My main idea is to try to knock out one guard on one of the sides and then sneak in a little bit. Catch them off guard from the inside. Is this does this door, does it look like it can be opened from the outside?
Ping again for me.
Sorry, my bad. This one.
Uh,
Or does it look like it's like a fire escape type exit?
it's a door. I will say none of these doors are open other than, like, this one that they're standing right next to because they're just out there having a smoke. And all the rest of the doors are shut, and you believe they could be opened from the outside. You don't see why they wouldn't be able to.
Worst case, Night Owl can try to do something. What way is this guard facing?
Oh, that guard is sleeping on the mattress.
Is there any cameras on this side?
Not that you can see, but there are windows that might be able to see him. Or, yeah, windows, yeah. Windows that might be able to see him.
I know I have this. Do I like? Okay, so my only thought process right now to the dude who's sleeping on a mattress outside is to just like
Molotov?
commando crawl up to him and then just use my vampires to bleed him.
Oh, kinky.
That's actually a pretty cool idea. Until you realize that he's a scav and you don't know where that neck has been.
I mean, to be fair, it's not like I actually suck them dry. That sounds horrible now that Tip just got back. However, they're just basically like a knife.
Yeah, they're little knives in your mouth. Can't you actually like
Don't make
install
that face,
poison
Tip.
into those?
That's enough.
Yeah.
Yes, you can. I sadly do not have a neurotoxin on me, though.
Could have told me. I would have. I don't think I can make poisons.
I think that'd be a Doc Graves thing.
That's a great thing, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a Graves thing.
He has not held
You know what I
poison
do
in
have
that
though?
mouth for a while.
Battery acid.
Oh, cool! I can inject battery acid into the suit.
I don't think it'd be safe for you either, but
No, the whole point is that I can't inject it.
Oh,
In
you
the
know
mouth
what?
up.
If Inari wants to play the whole vampire thing, I can just give him the truth serum to install into it.
Oh my God, you're right.
that's not a bad idea. Bite
No, it
someone
really
to make them
isn't.
honest with you.
To be fair, the whole idea was that Inari Fox.
Oh,
Thanks.
yeah, 100%. Yeah, thanks.
Okay,
Wait,
mine's in the
it's
gutter
not enough.
today. Got it.
So, Inari,
Yeah.
our goal's just to kill everything here, right?
I mean, if they look like a non-combatant, don't kill them. There's probably some civilians in there or something.
Oh no, he accidentally knocked a hammer over. He's a combatant now. Shoot his head off. Oh no.
There is only one thing I have to say here, is that if it is a kid and they are non-combatant, do not do anything.
What a fucked up person do you take me for that you have to tell me not to shoot a kid?
I have been with some fucked up people. That's why I'm telling you this.
I'd hit him with a hammer.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you just make it impossible to identify them due to their dental records. Yes, that'd be a fantastic too.
No, that's not a bad idea.
No!
I mean,
If they've got a kid in there, there's already another problem.
Well, that's why we're
Yeah.
dealing with them. They're pieces of shit scabs.
Hell of a take your child to work.
However,
I will say that there is a good chance that if they have people here, they're probably doing their usual scav things, probably harvesting them for wear and whatnot.
yeah, you're right.
Either way,
We'll make the judgment call when we're at that point.
yes, that is
Probably
true.
going to be flashbanging most rooms that we come across anyway, just to get an advantage. Anyway, so
Yeah, I
It's
can't wait
obvious
to
they're
be hit
armed
by
if-
one of those things.
If it's obvious they're armed and hostile, shoot first.
it takes like 6 seconds for a flashbang to go off. Just wait the 6 seconds.
I feel like it takes
However,
3.
My idea right now is
How's my resist torture?
it seems like on the southernmost side of the building is probably the best place to infiltrate from.
Gotcha.
There's a sleeping guard over there, and I can probably deal with him stealthily. He's below the window from what I can tell, and even if worst case scenario, he'll still look like he's asleep if I hold him down. Also sounds
know,
horrible.
I could just go choke him out. I've done it once already.
Are you gonna crawl up to him?
Sure.
Do you think you can take him down stealthily?
I did it last time. Why not this time?
Sure, we'll move with you, at the very least. not
Maybe
inside
have
of the
Dope
windows.
watching the window.
Yeah, that's a good idea, actually.
So, whoever's looking right now, make a perception check for me, because there is
Alright.
the second level, which I want to give you windows on, that I can't really describe from this map. I want to give you a perception check to try and see anything.
8.
20.
20 brothers,
16.
yay!
Hi.
Okay.
Woohoo!
Oh, but I've
So
only
that's
got
at least
one
enough to know.
luck.
There is a window about right here on the second floor, almost directly overlooking that door. And then there is a window right here.
Oh, that was okay right there.
Actually, hold on, wait. Let me No, hold on, sorry. It's actually way over here.
Okay.
Yeah, there it is. Way over in the corner. Other than that, there are pretty much windows that go across, although there's only 3 rooms on each side.
Dance.
Yes, there's only 3 rooms with the windows instead of 4 sets of windows.
Dance.
Is that basically saying where we should tell Dope to overwatch at?
That's
You could see into the
windows on the
second
second floor. That is second floor windows.
So
Uh,
you have the side with the sleeping guard. You said the back has a balcony?
Balcony with
Oh.
2 guards there. The opposite side has 3 guards, 2 at one door, 1 at another. And then there's the main entrance with a camera and then a guard.
now somebody roll me a d10, and I'm gonna add Dope's perception to it so she can help me.
9.
Okay.
9?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Nice.
Let's sit under. Oh! Okay, so that is a 24 then. She's
Ooh,
using her
shit.
sniper scope.
Mm-hmm.
So she immediately points out there is a sniper in this window. She can just tell by how it is angled, the look of the window, there is a sniper hole there. I'll actually mark a cone out that she can see. Let's not use black color though, that's... This window probably has that kind of overlook.
Alright.
It otherwise could lean out of the window probably, but that would expose it to gunfire. This would just be where it could see
That's its
dug
safe.
in. Yes. She cannot do anything about it if it is at shooting at that angle.
So we either have to draw a sniper out or get in by it?
I don't feel keen on getting shot with by a sniper. Just saying.
Well, then just get up close to him.
Well, the good news would probably be that I'd imagine it'd take time to relocate if we attack from the south.
It just means if Dope's across the street, they risk getting shot if they're trying to give us covering fire from there.
So one of our objectives is to find that sniper and take them out as soon as possible.
also not a fan of the cars.
Yes, actually, now that you are taking a better look, just roll a land vehicle tech check for me, Anomaly, as you're looking at these cars.
Okay. That is a 28.
Okay. You see these 3 cars that are just outside. Each 4-person cars, however, some of them immediately Anomaly, you can tell the back seats have been chopped out. And they're probably taking space for nitrous, other kind of modifications to the car, or just scrapped to get extra speed. But you can tell that the bottom 2 cars have 4 seats, but the top car only has 2 seats. But they look to be working, and they're not running right now, but there's more cars than there were the last time we were here. There was only one that was ever running through at a time.
So what I'm hearing is that just in case we have a backup plan for escaping.
Time to steal a car.
What you're hearing is I don't like that those are here and that
Functioning.
I don't like that they work.
So break them.
So, the last time we were here, there was only one car. That means that there's probably more scavs inside than usual.
Probably more people.
However, I don't like the fact that they are working. But
Right.
we can't really deal with it until the sniper's dealt with.
See, if I were smart, I would have got something to deal with that. But I didn't think about cars.
Neither did I.
Hey Ryan, do any of these cars have open ports on them?
The bottom most car, the blue one, the mostly blue one does.
Does it have any, like, cyber tower defenses that I'll need to hack through?
You will.
Okay. I figured there would be.
However, I will just pose the warning: if this is connected to the system, there is a chance that
That's why I'm not. That's all I needed to know.
It might not be, but there is a chance if it is, then warning.
I'm not alerting the position out of over a car.
Yeah.
However, that one does have a port that you could hack, and you can tell that.
Still good to know.
Well, Night Owl, what do you think?
Yeah, how are we supposed to talk to her? Did she
I'll
just like
actually
hack our
mark
radio
that.
communicators?
Call her on your agent.
Call her on her agent. The girl that's like motionless in a chair.
She had called me.
She can get
Then
into. If she needs to
she
contact
should
us, she
actually-
can call one of us.
If she needs to contact you, she'll contact you.
Yep.
Also, I did just have a really dumb idea.
Oh yeah, Duck Graves. Here you go.
Hmm?
Gonna
Brian,
connect
do
my
I s-
gonna connect my health scanner thingy to Graves.
Oh yeah, biomonitor. All right.
Yeah.
Does
He'll,
this car
He'll
look...
connect it to his
gas
iron
powered?
and his glasses.
They are all powered by Chew 2,
Yeah.
made
What
by
fake?
Biotechnica.
Is it by chance a
Not
flammable
sponsored.
material?
I know there's some
Give me
stuff that
a
can make it.
second.
Graves, you get the lucky number 80% on vitals.
You didn't take the time to rest, Anomaly.
No.
Yes.
I mean, I did.
Yeah.
It is actually based
All
off
right.
of sugar wheat, so it is a highly flammable.
That's really convenient. So, hey Anomaly,
Yeah.
Do you know where the gas tank to that car would be?
Underneath, buried, covered.
Okay, so where would you put the gas into the car?
You're
I think he's
If I walk
asking.
right up to it, I could tell you.
Yeah, I think he's asking you
Someone
where
said-
would be the best place to put a bullet in that thing to make it.
Not a bullet. That is way too quick. I know a little trick.
Oh,
What?
Unless it's an incendiary bullet, that won't work.
Hi, how's
So-
it going?
You have an
So-
incendiary
I'll just
bullet, Will.
I'll just put my heavy pistol up to the gas tank, fire down into it, and hope
I
that I
will
can
share
dodge
this-
the impending explosion.
I will share this with both of you. I plan on getting a little cloth, and I'm going to somewhat push it into the tank.
You're gonna try to
Oh.
turn a car into a Molotov?
I'm gonna try to turn it into a firebomb.
Huh. I've heard worse ideas.
yeah.
I've seen worse ideas.
probably done that.
I never said that.
All right, now.
'Cause
What
here's
would be
the
your
thing.
best opinion to, just in case that is a last resort? What would be, in your opinion, the best way to disable these cars?
Got the
The
fuel
quickest
line?
one.
Even if they get them running, they'll run out of gas real quick. Also, quieter.
All right.
Not cleaner.
Not that I'm against blowing up the fucking cars. I am all for blowing up the cars. But if you want a quiet way, you just snip the fuel line. Or snip the brakes and just see what happens.
I like snipping brakes, especially on the ones that are lighter.
You know what? The brakes does sound kind of fun.
You know, that one's got no... Ooh.
Oh my gosh, there ain't gonna be anything left.
Nos and no brakes.
The only reason I suggest we go the loud way is they'll be wondering what just happened to one of their vehicles. They'll come to us, we can shoot them when they do.
Or they go on high alert and hunker down.
That too.
Right. That's what I'm saying. We probably might want to cut the fuel and brakes on the cars.
Or we could just leave the cars low.
Ryan, Night Owl's gonna go into the building.
I don't like the thought of leaving them alone is the issue.
You easily slide your way down the
Only problem is getting under
tower
them
or
without being
apartment
spotted.
building that your allies are on. Slide across the street, and at least avoid the cameras. Where are you going? You can move wherever you want to on the map. You're open.
She was told there was a net runner, so I need to find an open access port to just get into the building in general.
You do not see one on the outside if you go all the way around. I'll just save that.
You know, if we do our job and kill everyone there, we don't need to worry about the cars.
True.
Night Owl's gonna try and look for a safe way in that doesn't get her spotted, hopefully, by another net runner.
Okay. Hmm. What check would you argue me here? I'll let you argue me a check here. I can't think of one for finding an entrance here. Like, I could
Well,
say
there
perception,
is,
but you're not
um,
really because you're in the net.
There's a special net thingy. I'm trying to find it now.
Scan?
No. Pathfinder reveals the map. Cloak is to hide what I'm doing.
don't see anything that like specifically gets you to find it though.
I mean, I can ID the area, which would just give me it would just identify any data and tell me what it is. So I don't know if you want like a Pathfinder and then an ID to see, so I can see what I'm looking and then figure out what I'm looking at.
Well, I think ID is for when you have something data-wise, like a file, like something that is actually tangible. You can search it to see if it's something useful.
To be honest, because the way we're running it is different than the way they do it.
Well, I see Pathfinder here making sense. I just don't see ID making sense here. I see it making sense for if you have something that would be searching. It's from what I'm reading here. This allows you to know what found piece of data like a file is and its value using a net action.
Glenn sent me. There is something called Scanner, which uses a meet action, so it'd be if I was physically there.
Yeah.
To find out. But I'm not there, so I don't think I can do that just because it is a meet action.
Yeah, so Pathfinder, right?
Pathfinder time.
Yeah. Yeah, because I have a meet action to scan to even find an access point, which I'm obviously not there in person. Adding that to my meet action list. Slowly upgrading my weapon repertoire. Penny, do not touch the horsehair. You hear me? Don't do it. Find yourself locked out of my room.
So
No! No! What did I just say? No!
I think Anomaly is at least a little bit right. We should just be able to kill them mostly.
Right.
We do get paid per head though.
Well, I guess that means we clear as much of the building as we can then.
It's a 10, Ryan, because I'm pretty sure I don't have any boosts to that because I don't have a program in for it.
You know, I thought of two things.
So with the 10, you do not get all of the information. You do not know how many humans are. However, you'll know that there's 2 levels to this, a first and a second floor. One for probably each of the levels of the apartments.
Yeah.
I'll give you that you can tell there's one netrunner currently in it. You do not know how many Black Ices he might have out there, though. At least with that scan. You could try it again, I believe.
Yeah, I don't think there's a limit to how many times I run it. It's just, I would like to cloak because I totally forgot to roll that first.
Don't you cloak when you're leaving?
I think it's... Yeah, I think after I do that's technically...
Yeah, this is after.
And I do have a program in for that, so that's a... Program's only a +2. Yeah, it's a +2, so that's... 4 is my rank, +2 is a 6, my roll was 5, so I'm 11.
do this. Okay. Maybe I'll do something.
Probably one of my worst rolls yet.
Okay, so I'm just gonna give you this because I feel like Night Owl would be able to just tell in the net something. As soon as you hit that cloak, there's just this kind of little flash or static or kind
Interference.
of interference, and you can tell that was really close. AKA, I just rolled the same exact thing on you on that interface check. I just have to beat you for you to be found.
Oh, right.
So you almost were found out there.
Oh god.
You can tell something in this net architecture almost got into your own infrastructure. But you are fine. You cloaked. No one knows you were there.
Yeah, I just gotta have to find an open access port to get in. And that's the difficult part. And I'm already in the net versus meat netting weirdness. Those weirdos are taking forever with their car situation.
Hey, I said we don't
Hey.
need to worry about it if we just kill everyone.
Yeah, I think we're getting ready to move in now.
Yeah.
Alright. Ready when you two are.
Alright.
Inari will follow behind anomaly.
This is gonna go horribly.
Oh yeah,
Why
I'm
did it
assuming
just-
that.
Okay,
He
so
trusts you.
what's the plan?
I'm hoping the strangle the dude right here is still.
I
up
would
in-
love to see some tokens on the map so I know what
That's-
you guys are fucking doing.
We will be
It works for
coming-
Tiff because she's in the net because she just
We'll
can
be
kind of
coming
make
from
it
the
up and
south.
move until I
That
say
window is-
there are now demons looking at
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
Or black
Also
ice.
coming.
in
Or black
general.
ice, one of the two.
they're coming down here.
I'm about to say, I can at least have an excuse.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I would, since they are now kind of moving around, like to know where you would be. Just around about.
I'm probably just looking for some form of entrance. Some gap to get in.
So all of the people that are stealthing, I would like stealth checks.
This is where it goes wrong, boys.
Yeah.
You're letting me lead the way again. I don't know
Man,
how
that
I
good-
keep talking you guys into letting me do this.
Wait, does my Raven help with
Okay.
finding things?
Fuck.
Okay.
Yeah, buddy's sleeping,
no, that's good, that's good.
snoozing. Honk shoe. Wait, I didn't fix the wound. I always forget to do that.
Well,
To change their health, but that doesn't change much. It's still a 5.
Great, somehow roll below a 5.
Phenomenally.
He does tell you, or Inari will like whisper for you to prone up to him.
Want me to go slower?
You'll be spotted by the people in the windows. Just get down on all fours, you'll be fine.
Like that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would. Hey,
Get me on my hands and knees. I only do
go
that for my
prone.
car.
For God's sake, just go prone.
Okay. So you are trying to sneak up on Ari?
I'm trying to sneak up to the guy
Sorry,
on
you
the
are
mattress.
trying to sneak up on Ari. Okay.
Inari is getting more against the wall over here with the cover.
I will just remind you, there is a window here,
Yeah.
here,
Upstairs window. And then
here,
these two.
and then about here. Just for
Sorry.
reference.
Alright.
Looking up at the windows, is anybody looking out of them?
Make me a perception check. Now that you are closer and can actually see inside of those windows a little bit. There is...
19.
Oh, wait.
12. Is Graves gonna make a perception check?
Yep. I blinked out, was searching for it, and like, why can't I find it?
Oh, there you go.
Don't forget
Because I
your
already was
stealth.
on the page for it.
I
stealth?
look at this page for checks all the time and can never
Yeah.
find them.
Yeah. And then of course stealth. 13.
13,
Okay.
14, 13 for the stealths.
Yeah, you're at least good enough for the guy that's sleeping.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he's
Yay.
asleep.
However, Graves and Inari, you can both see lights kind of... Actually, what time of day is it? It is about midday. You can see the flickering of lights in one of the windows, and you can see sparks in another. It's very hard to see, though. The flickering lights coming out of this window and the sparks coming out of this window. That's on the second level.
Okay. So it seems like somebody's working on something up there. But there's nobody looking out the windows. That's what matters, right?
You do not see anyone looking out of those windows.
Narius is gonna get up to like the wall with this cover right here. But he's mainly watching this way. So if Graves wants to watch behind him while Anomaly takes out this dude, that'd probably be a good idea.
Alright.
Ah,
He'll Rose will be right here.
Now on
And-
their approach.
You can silently kind of rack a shell. Like nobody in this building is gonna hear it, right?
why is your shell not racked?
No, so it's a shell, not a slug. That's why I'm asking. It's an issue right now. It's
Your gun should be ready to fire.
If he's... wait.
You can always try and figure out.
what I am saying right now is that it's a shell. This is an issue, not a slug.
You don't need a slug right now.
Are you
I might.
racking a shell?
No, because I feel like I'm being stupid now.
Also, you're gonna shoot him?
I'm not gonna shoot him. I just wanted to swap slug.
Why did you have slug first in?
Oh my god, because we're going into a building, dude.
Okay, you gotta get into the building, which will take the slug first.
Look, okay.
You're fine, you're fine. Just keep it the way you got it. I'm gonna sneak up to this guy. Or try to, at least, without alerting anyone else
Okay. You can do this now.
Well, I've done this once. I need to do it again. First things first. Does he have a gun on him?
He has a heavy pistol.
Just gonna
It
take
is a
that.
standard heavy pistol.
Cause the issue is, I can try to choke him out, but if he gets his hand on his gun and just shoots it, he's gonna alert everyone nearby. So I almost have to get this gun off him. So I'm going to attempt to get the gun off him without
I will
without waking him.
We'll give him an attempt to wake up. And of course, let me pop up just the art I found for them.
Should I roll a pickpocket check? I just learned that there is one.
Shit, there is.
Yeah, there's a pickpocket check
Well, where's it at?
under technique.
Your
I
tech.
actually
It's
have
right after
ranks in
pick
it.
lock.
Hi.
That makes sense that
Makes
you would
sense.
have ranks in it.
Hi. I was homeless.
Okay, well I'm.
No!
Did you re-roll the stealth?
My stealth?
Yeah.
My stealth was a 14. The 12 was a perception.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to roll another one?
Would it be reveal option?
Well,
Hold on.
there is a pickpocket tech.
Yeah, let's go with
check.
pickpocket. I like pickpockets.
I have no levels in it, so it's
I
just
just
my
wasn't.
base
I just
8
wasn't sure if it would be
technique.
pickpocket since you'd be sleeping or not, but it would probably be pickpocket still.
14.
Should never think it. Okay. I'll say that's enough to get it off of him sleeping. He didn't perceive it.
Alright. Now comes the fun part.
Hammer down.
No! I can't guarantee he'll die. You know how I can't guarantee he'll die?
Huh.
I'm going to try to grapple and choke him. I don't know how unconscious works when someone's sleeping. I assume he's gonna wake up the moment my arms wrap around his neck.
Just choke him to death.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Alright. So, I believe that's brawling, if I remember right.
You're right.
Melee combat. Yeah. So it's brawling.
Rolling brawling. Am I rolling brawling or
It's
evasion?
brawling versus brawling
Okay, that's what I thought.
for a grab.
Ooh. That's a solid 8.
Alright, that was a 14 for me.
Yes, you wrap your arms around his dick.
Alright. So 3 seconds go by and then I choke him,
Don't you dare.
which deals my body stat directly to his hit points. So 10 damage.
Ouch. Yeah, he's still standing.
Alright. It technically would go to his turn. He could try to break out of the grapple if he wants.
I think that's just brawling against your.
Yeah, it's just brawling v brawling.
Oh!
Okay, let's actually hope I roll well here.
Penny. You were
Okay,
about to be thrown.
Okay. 19.
Okay, you
Heavens
still.
above.
I have a
got
plus 11 to brawling, so.
Still got him.
Alright. My turn. Choke again, 10 more damage.
Okay, he is almost dead. He could not stay another turn with that. See him basically fading.
Alright. I assume brawling v brawling again. 16?
Yeah, so he now
Okay.
passes out, or you can snap his neck.
Oh, his neck is snapped.
Snapped.
Dragon? Damn.
No,
Snap
snap
that
dragon.
cat, snack.
We don't have that. I just put up a thumbs up.
Once he puts up a thumbs up, Anaya will turn around and kind of like tap the back of Doc
you, Jeff.
Graves' shoulder.
He gives a nod.
And then he'll look over at Anomaly and kind of wave him back this way.
I'm gonna try to situate this guy though, that it looks like he's still just asleep. By the way.
Oh, you roll me something. What do I want? I know there's a check for
There's
it.
got to be something
like a
for this.
performance or something. Either acting or yeah, just roll me acting for now.
Acting? Okay. I'm glad that Anomaly's cool. Oh. Oh, that's a 10. I'm cool, but I've got no levels in acting.
To the average civilian, a 10 probably would pass, just as some dude passed out, especially a scav just passed out in an alley. And if he was dead, it's a scav. You think you're okay.
Hopefully
But-
that cot doesn't come by.
They are
Oh no, a dead scav.
Exactly. That was kind of the joke.
And then I
However-
guess I'm gonna make my way back to Inari because he waved me back.
Well, since that was a decent amount of time, we will jump back to Night Owl, who is now looking for an access port.
She's just gonna keep searching.
Okay, is she just going around the outside?
I think I want to try and wormhole.
Okay, let me find
Not
one hole
certain
again.
how all of wormholing works. So it's basically a backdoor check. But backdoor checking's only for passwords. I don't understand why they call it worm. I'm answering my own questions. The longer I talk, the more
That's the quick hack stuff, right?
backdooring? No.
Though the wormhole, I believe, right?
Well, Worm is a program. Worm increases your backdoor checks by +2 as long as the
Oh,
program
okay.
is
Sorry
res.
about that.
No, you're
I
good.
thought that was a regular ability you had.
But backdooring is just for passwords.
Yeah.
I have everything I can do in the net labeled out. There really isn't much I can do unless I go inside. Unless I just want to hack this car and make it drive off, which also sounds like fun. But I know does not like this gig. She does not know that much.
You know as much as we do.
I was gonna look for a vent system to go in, but that's the normal Night Owl thing. Night Owl's never traveled this far in a chair. Hey,
I don't know why it wouldn't work.
stop it! I guess that's what she would look for by natural, because that's her
Okay.
normal.
So just roll me a basic interface then to look for a vent that you could use to travel through the net deeper into this.
Trying to use my new critter dice. Even though they're 5s, they need to be christened. My interface is a 4 because I am ranked 4, so an 11.
Okay.
I rolled a 7. Get.
I would say that's high enough to choose. Do you want to go in on the first or the second level?
If I was a net runner, it's my job here is to take care of the net runner. I would be on the second level. So I'm gonna go to the second level.
Oh, I'm happy you said that.
I'm gonna
Okay.
do the night owl thing.
So, you can get to the second level. I mean... I'm just gonna put you in a random room, I think.
Sounds good to me. Sounds like fun.
Because you're going into a vent, and I think it's just a random vent. So roll me 1d8.
Listen, I completely understand. I botched my roll to figure out the place. I rolled a 2. Excuse me. Am I in the Netrunner's room
Jesus.
face to face with them? That'd be awkward.
No, I think it's good she's in the net right now, because she wouldn't really be able to fully grasp this room, I think.
Oh god, turn order came up.
I was
Yeah, I didn't mean to
when I
hit
said,
that.
"Oh, jeez."
Mm-hmm.
So you pop into...
I'm living out my Sam Fisher fantasy of just being a goblin.
You
murdering
have-
people.
You have no clue how proud you just made me by saying that. I've not heard that fucking name in years.
Listen, I love those games.
Okay. So you pop into that room.
Okay.
And you do not see any cameras in this room that are on. You see a singular video recording camera that is in the corner of the room pointed towards the chair. It's not on right now.
Is it a net
However-
running chair?
No.
Okay,
This
I'm not glued
is
it.
just,
Night Owl's
it's
not
kind of
glued.
hard to tell the grasp of this room in the net because you can't fully tell the textures or anything. You just can kind of read what the code is saying on the actual net. So you can read that it says floor on the floor and what it is made of.
Zeros.
But you can't really tell what's in this room. It looks like there is someone on the table and someone that's like doing surgery over them.
Yeah, I'm really glad she does not know what's going on. But no access port.
In this room, there is not. From what I'm seeing, yes, there is not.
Well, when one door's useless, look for the next one.
Okay. Are you going to the next room?
Yep.
How are you going to the next room? You just walking through the wall?
Is there a new vent? Listen, I'm sus.
Roll me a check.
Cool. That's all I needed to hear. That's an 8, so it's a 12.
Okay. So which room are you going, right or left?
I will go right.
Okay. Well, I'll get you what you want. As you do see someone in this room, but they're just watching TV, and the shutters are closed, so that's why you
Okay,
could not
then.
see any lights.
Okay then. No
But-
access port?
No, there's an access port in this room. They're just watching TV and is connected to an access port.
He's scary looking. I don't know if I want to go in his access port.
Hey, yo.
Decided to say it the worst way possible. I'm pretty certain that the access port here is like, do I have any clue if it relates to getting control of the building?
It's connected to the building. You don't think this room is the control hub?
So
You
it'd be
can
like
get
a room getting into the tiers, though.
Yes. I'm kind of treating this entire floor as a room, and until
Yeah.
you find a black demon, that is then when combat initiates, and the actual floor is then opened up to kind of everything.
Jacking in.
Okay.
I'm going in.
I don't think it's an actual check to get into
Nope,
it.
it's just
but
jack in.
You are just into the system now, though. There's not a first password on this.
Okay. First thing I want to do now that I'm jacked in is the thing that I was told to always do first, which is Pathfinder. So I know where I'm going in the net and how to get where I need to go. And then I want to, then I want to cloak again, because I'm going in deeper, and I just feel like I need to re-cloak after I ID.
Okay, so I'm reading this, so it's then an interface check.
You are a little hair goblin. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're both interface checks.
Mhm.
So, I have bonuses to both of them. Check programs before I fuck up. Pathfinder's the one I don't. So my Pathfinder is an 11. And then... Ooh, that's a natural 10. Hey, that's 2 natural 10s? Oh my god.
Oh lord.
That is a 26
That's something.
to my cloak.
That's
Okay,
so
yeah, I
good.
don't think you're being found. However, you can only tell what is on this level of the floor, at
Yeah,
least
That's
from...
all ID does, is tell me the current floor.
How do I... I'm just gonna give you the entire where of this. Everyone is doing something with the net almost. However, you can tell this is a Lichen? Lichen?
This is a type of black ice.
It is a black ice, yes.
Okay.
It is an anti-personnel.
You get spotted. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
I'm trying to
I guess
find
I'll
the
just
description.
sit myself there since I
Yeah, you see a metallic skeleton that's just kind of draped in black robes with rings on its hands and just electricity sparkling out of it. You also see a skunk that is on the same level. However, that's the only 2 black ice that you see, 2 anti-personnel.
Okay.
Like that.
And you can tell the Netrunner is on the floor below you.
Shit. I guess Night Owl's gotta get down on the floor, but she can now, she's imported, so I guess she's just gonna do it her way, which would be staying in the access, just moving floors.
So you were just going to jump to the lower floor? Okay.
I can't do anything about looking before I jump. That's literally not it. It's the one thing it was specified to me when I chose this.
So there are...
You just gotta pray you don't fuck up.
Okay. I think we might jump to the other
Nope,
group
that's
now.
fine by me. Because they're
Yeah,
probably
just for
coming
a little
in the
bit.
first floor.
Yeah.
Anomaly, you want to lead the way, right?
Lead the way, of course. Which door are we taking?
The one over here, he points to the one close to the balcony.
Fuck it. I just broke his neck and now we're going that way?
First takedown, man.
Want as many people dead before we start to bring the noise as we can.
I hate to tell you, the moment I'm going through that door, the noise is opening up.
One kill is better than no kills, then. I doubt we're
Just
gonna get far anyway.
Just before, roll me a D10 Tiff, just to see which room you end up in. Because I want to know, and I'm not gonna tell you, and we're gonna figure out if combat starts or nothing passes when we get to you again. 7? Okay.
I was offered to let go in first.
Apparently, I really like 7 tonight.
I don't even know if this door's unlocked.
You
Wait,
try
hold
and
on.
open it.
Yep.
Okay. You can crack it open and peek inside. It is not locked.
Please tell me not at the business end of a 12 gauge. That doesn't end well for anyone other than me.
See a camera? I was just watching kind of the doors that are there, which you cannot see because of the balcony. Don't see anyone though. Actually, you have a good perception. Let's see all the way through the other side.
It's a fucking hallway. With a camera.
While you guys do that, I'm gonna run to the back.
That's what Night Owl's doing while we're dying. Got it.
Yep. Yep.
Initiate payday screaming at camera.
Yeah, I'm pinging right now, just over and over and over.
Camera.
I can't wait
Camera.
for.
Camera. There's a camera.
I can't wait
Look
for
out, camera.
Graves
Camera.
to yell at me to get the fuck up, and then I stand up.
Just be glad you didn't name yourself Jacket.
Oh, I'm so
Hey,
glad.
Jacket!
I need a fucking magic bag.
Yeah, that's Graves.
I need a medic bag.
So, is that a stationary camera? Is it, like, locked in that one
I mean,
position looking
yeah,
here?
Glenn's
or is
not
it-
wrong. Graves
It,
looks
it
the closest.
it rotates a little bit, but it's not more than like. Oh, no, it's not
It
more than,
watches
like,
both the
this.
doors, basically.
Yeah.
Yes, it's basically just watching
Oh my
this
God.
entrance.
Glenn's not wrong. Graves is the closest to Dallas. He looks like him, and he's from Texas.
Oh my!
Oh my god!
Wow!
You just.
Wow!
We have Dallas on our fucking
Wow.
team.
And Dallas's skill tree is the medic skill tree.
I just have my mind blown.
You guys, I didn't know we had Dallas. So, unless we take care of that camera, we're not taking this way. Of course, Night Owl could handle it for us. She's still here, right?
No clue. Want to send her a message about taking care of that camera?
Be a bad idea.
Otherwise, it might not be a bad idea to check the other entrance while we wait.
Do we do the thing and we just double down on this door, or do we check the other door? There could be a camera watching that door, though.
As well as the camera could have been watching this door.
I mean, what are the chances I could sneak right under the door and get a peek into the... Get a peek?
Probably low.
Do we flashbang the camera?
That's
No,
not gonna
how
work.
that really works.
Oh. I could shoot it.
Yeah, I'd rather you smash it than shoot it.
I think it does the same thing either way.
Not as loud though. We should play this.
Every door we open, we risk tripping a camera.
I guess it would be. So, idea is to sneak under the camera when it's facing away from us, smash it, toss flashbang through door.
Why smash it at that point? We're going
Because
loud anyways.
they'll still have a second to respond. A camera going up could be any number of things.
Or if we wait for Night Owl, she can make it where we don't have to worry about the camera at all and don't have to worry about someone checking the camera.
Yeah, but it only takes one scav to just walk around this building and see us.
Okay, so somebody roll me 1d16, and then another person roll me a d10.
I'll get the D10.
5. Sorry,
Oh,
I was
Okay.
already kind of on it.
Do the D16, Cam. I rolled the last D10 he asked for.
yeah. 3.
Okay, well that makes it easy. So that 10 is from for you rolling this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The person on this balcony is now only one person, and they go seemingly onto the floor, and you just see one person on the balcony now. It's the only change.
New plan. We just kill that fucker.
Yeah, I think I actually like that plan.
Unless there's a camera watching the doors to the balcony. Probably is.
Yeah. Yeah, it sucks Tiff not being here.
What's she gonna do? We don't even
Tell
know
us
how
where
to
the cameras are.
contact her.
You can message her.
Yeah.
What
Graves
do
is
you
gonna.
mean? I trust the Night Owl's already shut off the cameras and taken control of them. So,
Yeah, Graves is gonna send a text to Night Owl via agent.
Okay.
Not sure if she'll be able to answer it with her being in the chair, but we'll have to see.
I'm pretty sure she can.
Yeah.
as long as it's we gotta have some way to communicate with her.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Like, we have to have some way of communicating with her.
You know, she did hack into my cell phone, right?
Yeah.
I could just try calling her. She might get a heads up display or something trying to connect to her.
Well, actually, Graves can't see that, but does it look like the doors on the balcony actually block sight of it? Or these right here?
So there is only one singular door to the balcony.
Okay.
Alright.
But the rest of the balcony is basically blocked.
Yes, the only part that you can. There are actually two windows. Sorry.
Okay.
No, that's on the first floor. That is on the first
Yeah.
floor.
Okay.
On the balcony, second floor, there is just a door, and from what you can see, if you're standing at the door, you could probably see through it, but you're not sure how much because
Right.
you're not up there.
Is this guy on the first balcony floor or the second balcony?
He's on the second floor.
Second floor.
Second
Okay.
floor.
There's just doors on the first floor that lead out with maybe windows.
Okay, and since we're on the first floor, okay, yeah, he's not there.
So,
Too bad we don't have the ladder from Lethal Company.
man, I didn't bring my trusty 10-foot ladder.
Worst case scenario, we could just like boost somebody up there.
Look, I don't know if I could take him out silently if we're going that route.
Maybe if Night Owl was here and had her bow, but she's in the chair. About to say, fucking we move in.
I could throw my hammer at him. That's about all I've got.
Alright. Well, yeah, we might as well march our way inside then.
On you, Nums.
Don't call me that.
Oh. What, only she can call you that?
I've tried to tell her not to call me that either.
Well, it suits you.
How the fuck does that suit me?
You like to eat a lot.
I guess we wait for the camera to pass, or start turning away from us, and then start making our way underneath it.
Yep.
Yeah, sure, why not? Let's risk it for the biscuit.
We're gonna be here till 10:30 if we don't.
Yeah.
Fucking thing, man. Sorry.
Man, who didn't disable the cameras?
Anything Graves can get. Alright. We all in agreement for doing this?
Yep.
Alright, you need anything from us, Ryan?
So I would like you to move your tokens where you are trying to stealth. So you are trying to go around the corner?
We're gonna try to go under the camera and peek the corner if I can first. But
Okay.
obviously,
I would allow you to peek without risking being seen if you time it right.
so I feel like I could get under the camera while it's looking just the right direction. So, I will attempt to peek this corner.
As you peek that corner, you see an individual walking down the hallway. They will roll to see if they see you. Wait, hold on. I need to edit their level. I forgot to do that. They are level 2.
Who's died?
Nobody yet.
Everybody alive.
Ew.
We were sneaking a lot. Ew.
You guys are
Did you get a
not-
Yeah. You did get a message from Graves about helping shut down cameras.
Yeah, I'm working on the hacking for that. I can't do that till I'm in the core of
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, however, now, you know what, actually? Now that you're back, I'm just gonna do this at the same time because it's gonna be very funny to see your reactions to what's happening at the same time. Okay, so you rolled an 8.
With a
However-
fantastic stealth. Only thing I got going for me.
As you pop through, you are in the 7th room.
Assuming the one you revealed is 7.
Yep. Here, let me mark what is in. That is what is in.
There's another camera in the hallway.
But you get a message from Doc Graves as you land on the 2nd floor, and immediately there is just a suspicion of odd mechanical. Suddenly a TV turns on next to you, and you just kind of hear mechanical glitches down the hallway as there's things going to investigate it now.
Like things headed to me or things headed to the
Yes,
workplace?
things headed to you.
I want to move out of this room immediately.
Okay.
Don't know where I'm going, but I'm leaving.
So just roll me a slide. Just try and slide out of the room.
I've never slid before, so I actually want to see what it's...
I know that is not technically how you're supposed to use it, but
Yeah, it's just to get past black ice, but it's just, I don't think there's
Sounds
any...
fun to
I want to
me.
give you the option to stealth through net running because it seems a little weird that you can't. At least to a point.
I know, I'm just more annoyed because there's like no bonuses you can get to slide. It just is what it is.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is your hurrah to being. I'm giving you a chance with this one. It's gonna be difficult.
I don't think a
That's why you
10's
got luck.
gonna do much.
You gonna use luck?
I don't know if I should burn luck this early. I'm even...
I burnt
I
luck
rolled-
on finding morphine.
rolled a
Depends if you
6.
think going into this being stealthed is a better advantage than going into it being found.
Listen, if I can silently kill the Netrunner, in Night Owl's mind, she gets to leave. Her job was to deal with the net stuff.
So using my luck.
Yeah, I'll use like 2. At least then it's 12. And it goes
Okay.
from a 6 to an 8 plus 4. So 6 plus 4 plus 2 is a 12! Yeah, I
Look,
probably
it's-
still failed.
Again. Program's perception plus 1d10. So the skunk and the lichen. Are they leech? Lich? I guess it is just lich. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
8. So, you try and slide to the next room, but just the clacking of skeleton-like feet down the hallway just keeps chasing you and chasing you. And you can't get away from it, and eventually this lich does see you. And just lets out this bone-shrieking screech in code and odd glitches. And it just hurts to hear. However, you're now in combat.
Yep.
But the rest of you don't see anything happening.
It's just this guy in the hallway.
Yeah, he's just kind of walking down the hallway. He's
walking towards or away?
And then he only rolled a 4, but that was actually an 8. So I don't think that is enough to see you. So he's just still walking down the way. Get down the lake here, but keep going.
And how's this camera looking? Is it just like the other where it's left and right? Or is it locked on this door?
You now see it is stationary, and it is not moving. And actually, all of the cameras are stationary and not moving.
Well, cameras aren't moving.
Cameras aren't moving. It means the net runner's either not there or something happened to him. Or his attention's now elsewhere.
I'm just gonna pull out my SMG and look at the other two.
Can't wait any longer, huh?
You have a good shot, then go for it.
Before you do, Inari, get whatever you need ready.
Oh, my shotgun's already ready. I just gotta. He's gonna get right here, just so he's still not out of cover.
Yeah.
Actually, Nari, I want you to keep an eye out down the hallway just in case.
You mean
And I'll keep
behind
an eye
us?
out. I'm keeping out behind us.
Oh, you mean the opposite way? Never mind.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna crouch down. Could I get here without being seen while crouched?
Yeah. Graves will take a step back and keep an eye out on this doorway.
Right.
So, you are taking a look at that door?
Oh, I'm gonna. So my idea was once Anomaly starts shooting down the hallway, is if I'm right here, I can get to the opposite side. Basically, I'm trying to get as close as I can to this point, so then he can shoot.
Okay. Got it.
So
You do that.
Can I be here without being seen?
From what you have seen, they have not rolled well so far, so maybe not.
Okay, he's just gonna.
You're poking
crouch
around
down.
the corner if you walk that far, though. Actually, no, from there you're not.
Okay.
That's about, yeah, I wouldn't say that is. And
Okay.
this guy, I already rolled for him because he would be able to see you all in this hallway. He just can't because he rolled an 11, so.
Okay,
Time to get the party started?
go for it.
Yep.
I don't know why they let me do this.
Because you're good at what you do.
I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna shoot this guy. Or try to, at least.
Oh gosh, we're starting this off. Okay.
Yeah, we're starting.
Alright, well, I'm pushing up turn order because we're gonna have net running and this happening at the same time. But
The
looking down at
cameras
the
are
clock
off. That means
here,
everything's good.
I'm looking down at the clock. It is 10:20. We could push through this combat, but that's gonna get a little late past 10:30. That's a warning to you. This is my warning.
Come
We
on.
could push through combat though.
Tip,
I'm-
what would you like?
I'm fine with it.
Because technically we could say this for one of the days
God.
in July or April.
July.
No,
Holy
not in
shit.
July, in April.
Well, I don't think Kelsey can be here next week, so I'm okay if we want to push a little longer.
I don't think it will be a little is the issue.
Yeah.
it might be best if we just stop
Hi,
here.
boyfriend. How do you want to handle me tomorrow? What type of Tiffany do you want to deal with?
Can I also propose something too? And that's if Ryan's also okay with it. Since we're not going to have Kelsey at all in April, can we vote to have next session basically pick up where we're all left off here, and then have two of Andre's back to back?
That was kind of the idea originally. If we were to stop, I'd imagine.
Is that all right with you, Ryan?
It's up to you all.
All right. Tiff,
Look,
Glenn?
Glenn didn't answer Tiff yet, so...
I like my sanity.
Okay, so no, we should stop.
I've been losing my mind all day, every day.
Okay. Then, do you agree that next week we should pick off with this, and then we could have two back-to-back of Andre afterwards?
Well, look at me.
That was mainly a question for Ryan, I think.
Well, he said it's up to us, so...
It's up to
What's
you
up to
all.
it?
You and me already said it's alright, Joey. I'm asking Tiff and Glenn.
I'm
Glenn's
down
being-
for anything. I want combat. It has been like 2 months since we've had combat in any
Y'all
campaign.
didn't fight the licorice man. That's your own fault.
I like the licorice man, and
Lord
Ryan will understand why.
Yeah. I
Because he
mean,
gets to meet
Pharaoh
him.
did his insights against the licorice man, and he wasn't lying as far as he could tell. He's like, okay.
He didn't have anything he needed to lie about.
Exactly. If he's telling the truth, Tara's willing to help him, especially if the king's not being fair.
It's okay. Victory will be ours.
Kiga will wear the crown. She'll write the... She will be the winner.
Dang it. My finger was halfway through the trigger and the to be continued pop-up came up.
Oh, that's actually a perfect point to end the episode. Just him
Just
squeezing
like
down the
fucking
trigger.
Dragon
It's got that whining music that's building up.
Sorry, I'm hearing the JoJo to be continued.
Exactly what I was...